Game one of the playoffs, or playoff weekend. Rockets versus West Kelowna. We have an issue with the score clock to start here, but Rockets taking on West Kelowna here. Game one of Memorial. First game for both teams. Tannems gets the start. Unfortunately, Lincoln's sick, I'm sure, turning in from home today. So we have Roy backing up on the bench in Tier 3. I'm not sure if they unplugged the score clock by accident. Looks like we'll have Emmett's line start with Cole and Ben up front. Eli Parker on defense. trying to get the clock sorted out, but off the draw, West K controls. West K back, pull on it. Puts a stick on that. Comes across. Puck played up. Back through the middle. Past them at the point. 3-on-2 into the middle. Parker cuts that off. Emmett. Up to Ben. Ben chips up the boards. Not quite to Cole. West K controls. Plays it across. Back. Up. Ben gets a stick on that. Not enough though. West K D to D. Cole picks that off though. Plays it behind his back. Has it. Has Ben in front. Over to Ben. Ben in. Scores! 1-0 Rockets. Ben on the backhand. On a nice play from Cole. Makes it 1-0 Rockets. About 45 seconds in. Yannick's line out now with Kyler and June on defense. Yannick centering Walker and Zane today. Off the draw. Zane controls into the zone. He's poke check there. Westgate comes back the other way. Dumps it back down. Kyler on it. Plays it for June. June saw. Out of the zone. Over the West K line. Plays it down below the net. Cut off there by West Kelowna. Zane on the corner. Zane in front. Walker checked in front. Zane picks that back up. Zane down low. Zane around the net. Plays it back to Kyler at the point. Kyler shot. Walker tries to get a stick on that. Just wide. Walker picks it up. Tries to play it in front. That's cut off. Puck played around. Kyler holds the line momentarily. West K brings it out. Kyler skates into the zone. Rockets getting a change in here. Kyler around the net. Has Hudson far side. Hits Hudson. Hudson shot just wide. Westgate controls. Hudson on the forecheck though. Knocks that loose. Mason out of the bench, off the bench. Westgate reverses behind its own net. Mason gets a stick on that. Played out. Mason there though. Carter cuts to the middle. Checked in the middle. And Westgate gets it to the line. Not out. Fans on that clearing attempt. Westgate goes back. Mason on the forecheck. Knocks that down. Hudson there. Hudson plays that back down low. Puck played around. Westgate has it. Controls. Played back. Mason on the forecheck. Leaves that for Carter. That's Hudson in front. Back to Cam at the point. Cam plays that down low off the ref's foot and comes to West Kelowna. Westgate through the middle. Carter picks that off. Taken down. No call. Inadvertent. Puck played. Hudson knocks that down. In front. Just wide. Blake plays it back down low. Carter there. Plays up the wall. Mason on the back track. Pinches his man off. Cam takes that away. Cam back up the boards. Hudson. Leaves for Mason. Mason. Around his man. He's cut off. Played down low. Rockets getting a change in here. Mason goes to the bench as Emmett's line comes out. Puck played off the boards. Parker can't hold. Leaves it for Eli. Eli over for Ben to Emmett. A little bit choppy, but he sticks that up into the zone. Cole there to help. Cole takes that away. Tries to play it back to Eli, but that's picked off. Puck through the middle. 1-on-1 Parker. Cuts that off. Eli there too. Off a shin pad though. And Westgate gets it deep. In the corner, Emmett takes that away. Up the boards. Ben falls down. Emmett though is able to get it out. Cole picks that up in the neutral zone. Cole check there, but Emmett follows up. Emmett to the middle. Backhand. Nice save. Cole can't bury. Cole back in front. Kyler keeps it into the point. Shot. Tip. by Ben, and the goalie makes a nice save. About 4 minutes gone here in the first. Rockets up 1-0. Apologies, the clock isn't working, so I don't know the exact time. Off the draw, Westgate controls behind the net. Puck played around. Cole on the forecheck. Puck comes up, out of the zone. Westgate into the zone. Oh, looks like we might have some clock action happening here. Nope, goes away. Oh. Emmett down low, spins away. Shot, Tana with a nice save. Plays it up for Ben. Junso gets it up for Ben. Plays it to the middle. That's cut off. Ben takes it away, and now put Emmett on it. Emmett, Ben, get that puck out to Tyler. Tyler. Up to Walker. That's tipped by West Kelowna into the zone. West Kelowna behind the net. Walker on the forecheck. West Kelowna spins away. Plays it up. And Westgate gets it to the line, not all the way in. Played for Yannick. Yannick misses that. Zane on the forecheck. Cuts that off. Yannick can't hold the line. Yannick plays it back for Cam, who plays it for Zane through the middle. He's poke checked as he comes across the line. Walker picks that up. Walker gets it deep. Walker on it. Walker knocks it in front of the net. Nobody there. West Kelowna spins away. Plays it in front of the net. Just poked out of there. Reach of Yannick. Westgate plays it back down low. Zane on the forecheck. Westgate breaks it out. Comes to Blake. Blake plays it cross ice for Yannick. Yannick tips it in over the line. Yannick check. Cam. Shot. Tip just wide by Walker. Puck played up the boards to Cam. Cam holds. Comes to Walker in the slot. Walker scores! 2-0 Rockets. Walker from Cam and Yannick makes it 2-0. Mason on the draw. Westgate pulls it back. Puck played up the wall. Eli. Carter. Mason on that. Westgate controls though. Westgate into the zone. Puck played down. In front. And Tana makes a nice save. The Rockets leave a Westgate player open in front. Mason wins that back for Parker. Parker plays that hard around the boards to Hudson. Hudson tries to chip it around his man. It's kept in. Carter gets a stick on that. Mason back. Cut that off. Parker plays it up the boards. Westgate controls. Westgate plays it far side. Hudson on that. Hudson plays it to the defense. Ooh. Pike with some nice work there. Westgate up. Flips it into the zone past Parker. Parker back. Tips it around for Hudson. Hudson plays it up for Mason. Had more time though. Westgate. Up the middle. Mason cuts that off. Mason shot from long range on the late in the shift. And they'll cover and get a change. Off the draw, Westgate controls. Puck played around. West Kelowna there. Emmett takes that away. Cole played around the net. Puck played through the middle. Emmett cuts that off though. Emmett, Ben. Plays it down low for Emmett. Tries to play it back to Ben. Ben has it now. Back to June at the point. Back to Ben. Back to June. Gives it back to Ben. Ben to June. For Emmett. Oh, and he can't bury that. Had the corner there. Emmett battling. In front. Ben there. Knocks that just wide. West Kelowna breaks that out. Puck played to June. June tucks that off though. June saw into the zone. Tries to play that for Cole, but just behind him. Rockets starting to change. Zane cuts that off. Keeps it in the zone momentarily. Walker plays it up for Yannick. Walker overskates it. Zane though on the backtrack. Walker picks that up into the zone. Cuts to the middle. Tries to toe drag his player. And that's cut off. Walker on the backtrack here. Lifts the stick of the player. And he's going to get a hooking penalty. That's a terrible call. Sorry, Scotty. Got to keep moving your feet, though. 2-0 Rockets lead, 11:02 left here in the first. Now we got the clock back up and running. West Kelowna to the power play. Off the draw, West K controls. Puck played down low. West K cross. Rockets keeping to the outside right now. Down low, Cam knocks that away. Yannick gets it out into the neutral zone and down into the West K territory. Minute and a half left. West Kelowna plays it up the wing. Puck played up into the Rocket zone. Yannick gets that. Can't get it up to Mason though. He's poke checked as he comes out of the zone. Cam plays that out. And West K plays that back up into the zone. Blake pulling the guy off there. Cam picks it up and plays it down into the neutral ice. West Kelowna goes D to D here. Carter on the forecheck. Carter chases his man out of the zone. Played up and down the ice. No ice, they're going to stay. Eli back. Plays it around the wall. Westgate controls though. Down low. Played up the wall. Mason takes that away. Now it's a one-on-one. Mason shoots it in from center ice and goes for a change. 25 seconds left in the penalty. Hudson replaces Mason out of the box. Comes to Eli. Eli plays that over. Gets deflected to Parker, who hits Carter with it. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Over to Eli. Eli will fire that down the ice. Hudson on the forecheck. Takes that away. Down low. Walker now out of the box. Plays it up for Ben. Ben shot from a sharp angle, or from a ways out. Hudson on the forecheck. Rockets on the forecheck here. Ben over. Off of his skate. Kyler holds the line momentarily. Played out and down the ice. And that comes just on 10 of, just outside of the net. So that'll go for icing. Rockets kill off the penalty to Walker. 8:36 left, first period. Rockets up 2-0. Off the draw. Westgate controls. Cole cuts that off. Ben there. Down low for Cole. Cole on good stick. Comes in front. Can't quite get that to the net. And Westgate gets it out of the zone. Westgate down the boards. Kyler pinches his man off. No call. Puck comes loose. Kyler plays it around for June. He's got time. June plays that up. Glove down by West Kelowna. Emmett plays it around his man. But doesn't get into the zone. Westgate back the other way. And June cuts that off. Emmett back the other way. Emmett into the West Kelowna zone. Taken down. No call. Westgate plays that out. Blake cuts him off. Cam up to Ben. Emmett going for a change. Dumps that in. And that line will change it out. Yannick's line out there now. Yannick knocks that down. And played down Cam. Behind his net. Stops up. Plays it up for Walker. Walker plays it behind him to Yannick. Zane there though. Ooh, doesn't quite find that puck. Now Yannick has it. Shot just over the net. Yeah, Zane, side of the net, scores. 3-0. Zane buries the rebound off the end boards. .706 left in the first here. Rockets take a 3-0 lead. Off the draw. Zane, Yannick control. Yannick over the line. Walker going to the net. Played through the middle. Just wide. Walker on the forecheck, knocks that down. Puck played around. Blake steps up. Holds the line. Zane there too. Puck comes out. Walker in the middle. Plays it up for Yannick into his skates. He's taken down. No call. Westgate breaks it out. Puck played around Blake. Blake holds up the man. Cam down low. Chips it around his man. Cam gets it up to the D. Off this ref skates. Rockets finish the change up here. Carter knocks that loose. Westgate plays it deep though. Good recognition by Carter there. Mason off the bench. Westgate controls in the corner. Comes to Hudson. Hudson plays it into the middle. Westgate controls. Puck played deep. Blake on it. Blake for Hudson. Hudson up to Mason. Mason chips it to the line. Not out. Blake plays it around for Carter. That's cut off by West Kelowna. In front. And Westgate scores. Rockets had about 4 times to get it out of the zone. And Westgate makes it 3-1. .540 left. First period here. Off the draw. Eli steps up. In over the line. Stops up in the corner. Plays it in front for Emmett. That's knocked down. Ben can't quite hold. Plays for Parker. Parker gains the zone. He's taken into the boards. Puck played down low. For Cole. Cole in the corner. Puck comes around. Eli holds the line. Emmett there to help. Puck comes loose. Comes to Parker. Parker steps up. Cole plays that back down below the net. Puck chip past Ben. Foley gets it back. And then Westgate gets it up to the wing. West Kelowna out of the zone. Plays it into the far corner. Parker there. Gets it up for Cole. Cole for Eli. Up to Ben. Through his legs and down the ice. Rockets will get a change and that'll be an icing. organic. Zane Walker come out with Kyler and June on D. Off the draw, comes to the defense. Zane gets it out of the zone, but not far enough. Westgate back in. Westgate to the middle. Tanev blockers that off to the side. Yannick breaks it out, 3-on-2. Yannick over the line. Plays it for Zane. That's in his feet. Westgate controls. Hi, Callie. Hi. Zane on the forecheck. Westgate spins away from that. Up the middle. Around Walker. Through the middle. Tanev gloves that down. (3-1) Rockets lead. 3:51 left, first period. Mason's line comes out. Off the draw. Blake gets it, pushes up the wall. That's cut off though. Comes over for Cam. Cam chips for Hudson. Hudson gets it out of the zone. Tries to play for Mason. Gets it over for Carter. Carter into the zone. Taken down. Comes around for Cam. Cam holds the line. Oh, that goes off the ref's foot. Back down low. West Kelowna back behind the net. Fight through the middle. That's intercepted. But West K still controls. Blake chips that up for Mason. Mason has Carter with him. That's underneath Carter's stick. Carter gets that down deep. Comes to the side of the net. The West K controls now. Puck played up. Cam lays it up for Carter. That's out of his reach and down the ice. Emmett Ben Cole come back out. Eli Parker. Off the draw. Westgate controls. Eli takes that away. Plays it up. That goes off a stick. Ben, though, picks it up. Into the zone for Emmett. Emmett in. And that's a good blocker save, and that goes off out of play. Off the draw, Westgate controls. Puck played back. Through the middle. Ben picks that off, though. Tries to hit Cole. That's behind him, though. Cole cuts to the middle. Check there. And Cole's going to get a penalty. As Cole's held out of the corner. And takes a penalty. 2:03 left, first period. West Kelowna goes to their second man advantage here. Off the draw, Westgate controls. Puck down low. Puck played across. Emmett gets a stick on that. And then tips that wide. Puck played over. Down low, Kyler on it. Puck back to the point. Down low. Kyler over. Fans on his clearing attempt. Kyler battling in the corner, comes in front. June gets a piece of that. Tanev can't get over. And Westgate scores to make it 3-2. Power play goal. Minute 12 left. Off the draw. Cam Blake plays it up for Zane into the West Kelowna zone. Zane on the forecheck. Walker plays that in front. That's picked off. Zane there. Can't find the puck though. Cam plays it over for Blake. Blake up for Yannick into the zone. He's checked. And West Kelowna breaks it out. And Tanev covers. .30 seconds left. First period. It's been mainly dominated by the Rockets, but it's only 3-2. Rockets had a 3-0 lead to start. Off the draw, Mason wins that back for Blake. Blake around the net. Cam steps up. Plays it up for Hudson. Hudson gets it out of the zone. Mason picks that up. Mason over the line. Has some time. Mason down low. Shot. Blocked. Or saved, I guess. Down low. 10 seconds left in the period. Westgate brings it out. Out of the zone. Eli cuts that off. And Eli's going to go to the box now. Westgate goes back to the power play with 0.1 second left. They'll have a full 2 minutes after the break. Rockets with the third consecutive penalty. Looks like Cole and Emmett will start this penalty kill with Kyler and June on D. Off the draw. Emmett wins that back for Kyler, who dumps it down the ice. Cole on the forecheck. Puck comes up. Emmett there. June picks that off. Oh, doesn't get it down. Emmett back. Tyler to the line. Not out. Rockets struggling clearing the zone here. Tyler plays it around. June saw. Cuts that off. Plays it up the boards. Down low. Nice stick by Kyler. Coles got a bit of a break. Emmett looking for a change. Or nope. Ben comes out. Puck played around. Ben on the forecheck. Comes out to West Kelowna. West K in. Blake with it. Plays it around. Ben's got some time. And Ben gets it down the ice. Puck chipped into the zone. Carter on the forecheck. Puck played across. Ben picks that up. Both him and Carter overskate it. And then West K overskates it. Puck in. Cam blocks that shot. Puck in front. Tana with a nice toe save. Tana, West K scores. Rockets still pick up a man and makes it 3-3. Second power play goal in a row. Tie game. Minute 34 left into the first. Or in the second, sorry. Eli plays it up for Zane. Just over his skate. Zane on the forecheck. Walker there too. Takes it away. Puck is still battling down low. Puck played over. Westgate plays it down low. Walker back in front. Tries the jam play. There. Puck played up. Walker tries to get it to Zane. Still on it. Plays it to Zane in the slot. That's got by Westgate and down the ice. No ice, they're going to say. I don't know why no ice right off the bat. Eli gets there first. Plays it up though. Nobody there. Eli out of the corner. Westgate plays for into the middle. Yannick gets it. But plays it too far. Yannick over for Walker into the zone. Walker into the middle. Hooked 6 times. And a shot by Carter. And there'll be a penalty to West Kelowna for a hook. Rockets go to the power play here. $17-19 left, second period. Off the draw. Hudson controls in the corner. Plays it, tries to play it for Mason. That's picked off. And Westgate gets it and clears it down the ice. Tyler back for it. Leaves for June behind the net. June spins around. Plays it up for Mason. Mason into the zone. Tries to toe drag his man. That's checked. Hudson there. Eli holds the line momentarily, and then Westgate gets it back out. Kyler with it. Off the boards. Mason picks it up. Into the zone. Tries to leave it for Kyler. That's played back out. 45 seconds gone in the penalty. That was probably offside, but Hudson into the middle. He's checked as he goes to shoot. Mason plays it back down low. Nobody there. Westgate controls and gets it down the ice. Oop. June hooks that up. Carter holds. Still with it. Tries to play it over for Mason. Mason on it. Leaves for Carter. Comes in front. And Huddy buries it on the power play. Similar goal to the one the Westgate just scored. Squirts out to the guy far side. Rockets make it 4-3. .16:05 left in the second here. Rockets regain the lead. Emmett on the drop. That's puck played down low. Westgate gets it down the ice. And that'll be enough for icing, I guess. As they didn't quite get to center ice. Off the draw. Westgate controls. Comes to the point. Blake walks to the middle. Shot well wide, but he was looking for the tip from Cole in front. Cam holds the line. Cole gets there. Cam can't hold. Cam up for Cole. Cole spins away, and he's checked there. Back for Cam. Cam over for Ben. Ben tries to hit Emmett. That's off of a skate. Cole on it. Cole over to Ben. Ben back for Blake. Blake shot tipped. And that is held on to. Emmett's line stays out. Eli and Parker on the point. Westgate controls off the draw. They break it out 3-on-2. Puck poke check there. Eli can't find it, neither can Emmett. Puck played down low. Eli pinched off there. Emmett in to help. Westgate controls down low. In front. Emmett picks that off though. And Rockets break it out 3-on-2. Emmett plays it for Cole. Pinched off there. Cole down low. Tries to play it across for Ben. That's intercepted. Back for Eli at the point. Emmett goes for a change down low for Ben. Ben for Cole. Yannick's change with Eli. Ben shoot or Eli or Yannick, sorry. Yannick shoots that, but that's blocked. And West Kelowna breaks it back out. 3-on-2. And Rockets complete the change. Tanev knocks that to the corner. Eli run over. No call. Yannick breaks that out. Zane with it. Leaves for Parker. Parker into the zone. Has Zane and Walker. Tries to get it to Walker. Zane picks it up. In front, Walker. Oh! Scores! Zane, nice pass to Walker in front. Then Walker buries it. Make it 5-3. Rockets regain a 2-goal lead here. Nice rush by Parker to get that down deep with 14 minutes to go here in the second. Yannick off the draw. Wins that back for June. June in over the line. June stops up. He's pinched off the puck there. Zane down low off the side of the net. Zane's still on it. Over to Walker. Walker tries to play that to the middle. That's intercepted. Westgate player falls down, leaving the zone. 2-on-2. Into the middle. And Tana makes a nice save. Mason wins the draw back for June, but Westgate on it. June plays it up the boards. Carter had flown the zone. Tyler tries to play that around. Comes up the boards. Mason battling there. Carter takes that away. And then Carter gets it down the ice. Well, it won't be enough for icing. Mason racing for it. Mason gets there. The West K player gets there first, plays it up the boards, and breaks it out 3-on-2 the other way. Puck in. The side, nice job by Kyler to hold that off to the side. Tanev knocks that down. Kyler breaks it out of the zone, has some room to skate. Chips it down deep, has Mason in front. Ooh, on the wrong side of Mason. And West K picks that up and brings it back the other way. Puck played down. Kyler. It's over for Mason. Mason hits center and dumps it in on net. And looks for a change. Puck played up. Westgate. Into the middle. Emmett picks that up. Carter completes the change. Emmett checked down low. Ben off the bench though. Holds the line. Emmett comes out of the corner with it. Plays it over for Blake. Blake shot. Rebound. Comes to Cam. Cam shot. Tip by Ben. And that's in. 6-3. Ben with a tip from Cam at the point. Rockets regain their 3-goal lead. With 11:59 left here in the second. Off the draw. Westgate controls into the zone. Ben on the backtrack. Blake holds him up. Ben for Cam. Cam up the middle. That's intercepted. That should be offside. Off the draw. Puck played up. Westgate controls into the zone. Blake stands his man up there. Comes to Cam in the middle. Cam up for Cole. Cole gains center. Into the zone. Cole to the middle. Who tries to play that down through to Ben. Cole plays that back. Puck played up. Westgate brings it in. Tanev cuts that off and we'll cover. 11:13 left first period, or second period, sorry. Off the draw. Eli plays that for Parker. Parker loses an edge, falls down, gives it away into the middle. And Westgate scores. Makes it 6-4. Rockets had full possession there, couldn't get it out. .11:01 left, 6-4, Rockets lead. Eli gains the zone. Eli into the middle. Parker fans on his shot. Zane down low. Takes it away. Walker cut off. Plays it back in front. Cut off by West Kelowna. Westgate in. Goes off Eli's stick. Tanev gets a piece of that. Knocks it to the corner. Yannick loses the handle. Parker off of Yannick. Yannick up for Walker into the zone. Walker in on Pike. Puts that just wide. Zane out of the corner. Tries to play that in front. Walker gets a stick on that. And Westgate gets that down the ice. And that's icing with 10:04 left. Maybe. Yeah, 10:04 left. Mason's line comes out. 6-4 Rockets lead. Puck played down low. Into the corner. Hudson. Down for Mason. Mason out of the corner. Hudson in front. Still trying to back that in. Carter. And that's saved by the goalie. Oh! Yeah, a little bit of pushing and shoving. And it looks like maybe only Carter here. That'll do it for the Flood in the first half. Rockets will start the second half shorthanded as they only took Carter out of the initial fray down there at the end of the first half. We'll have Kyler and June on D with Ben and Emmett up front. West Kelowna will roll a power play. Off the draw. Comes to Kyler. Kyler gets that off the glove and out. Ben picks it up, but puck gets away from him. Ben down behind the net. Has June and Emmett in front. And just puck played just in between. Westgate gains the zone. Stops up. Played to the point. Emmett there. Puck played down low, into the middle. Comes across. Off the side of the net, Ben picks it up. Gets it to the line, not out. Puck played down low. Kyler plays it up to the point, not out. Ben on it. Emmett picks that off. Still can't find it. Then Kyler. Kyler now gets it out to Emmett. Emmett on the forecheck. Puck played across. Ben picks that up. Ooh. That intercepted. Played down low, and June misses that. June goes behind the net to Kyler. Kyler out of his reach. Ben there. And Kyler up to Ben. And Ben gets it down the ice. Emmett out there. Goalie fan on his initial clearing attempt. Cole picks that up. Taken down. No call. Cole plays it up the boards. Mason behind. Mason in. Shot off the knob of the goalie's stick. Cole picks that up on the far side. 20 seconds to go in Carter's penalty. And Westgate gets it to the line and down. Cam behind the net. Plays that up off of the stick, off the glass. Held in. Cole there digging. Puck comes out to Mason. Carter out of the box. Plays it off the wall. Not hard enough for Mason though. Westgate in. And Tana will cover that up as the Westgate player splits the D. Mr. Kelm. Rockets kill it off. 7:39 left in the second. Rockets still up 6-4. Yannick's line comes out. Off the draw. Eli plays it around the net. Zane can't clear it. Puck played into the corner. Yannick up for Walker. Walker tries to play it across for Zane. That's intercepted. Yannick picks that up though. Yannick into the zone. He's checked. Zane holds and gives it away. And falls. Yannick. Down low. Walker tips just wide. Tries to play it for Yannick. Not hard enough. Yannick in the corner. Zane holds momentarily. Picked up. Played up. Eli. Walker. Walker in. Shot. Just wide. Parker. Down low. In front. Comes to Yannick. Yannick shot. Goes up over the net. Walker on the forecheck. Play it up off the glass. Past Eli down. Eli back for it. Eli plays it up for Carter. That's knocked down by Kelm. He slips though. Carter knocks that past him. And Rockets complete the change. Mason's line out. Mason takes that away down behind the net. He's checked though. Carter on it. Intercepts that. Comes across. Tanev knocks that down. Carter plays it through the middle. That's intercepted. And played back in by West Kelowna. June sub back for it. Puck played around to Hudson. Hudson has some time. Puck played up. And that's way too far for Carter, and that'll be an icing. Rocks will get a change. Emmett on the draw. West K controls. Down low, Emmett takes that away. Cole there. Leaves for Emmett. Over for Ben. Ben into the middle. Can't quite get it into the zone. West K turns it over. June saw down low. Kyler picks that up in the corner. Up to Cole, can't clear. Kyler there. Cole gets it to the center ice, and West K puts it back in. Kyler plays it off of Emmett, or June's back. Up for Ben to Emmett. And West K brings it back in. Hook down low. Into the middle. Cole takes that away. Cole checked from behind. Cole in the middle, trip. No, and that'll be a penalty to Westall. Rockets go to the power play here with 4:29 left in the second. Off the draw. Zane on in the corner. West K gets it to the point. Blake holds over for Cam. Off of the end of Cam's stick. That'll come out. Rockets reset Cam's pass, intercepted. And it'll come down on San Avenue cover. Rockets will change up the D here. Yannick. Zane. Plays it up down the ice, and that'll be an icing. Rockets got to change in. Mason on the draw. Parker. Up for Hudson. Hudson spins. Carries through the neutral zone up to Carter. Carter tries to go cross ice. And that's intercepted. Not much happening on the power play here for the Rockets. Parker loses the handle. Hudson plays it up. West K controls. And played back in. West K on it first. Eli picks it up. Plays it cross ice for Hudson. Hudson gains the line but loses it. And then gets it down to no one. And West K fires it back down the ice. 40 seconds left in the penalty. June saw back for it. Spins away from his man. June with some room to carry. Leaves for Emmett. Emmett over the line. He's pinched off there. Cole on it in the corner. West K wins that battle. Emmett, though, picks it out of the corner. Has Ben. Emmett goes back to Tyler at the point. Tyler shot off of the back of heel of Ben and into the corner. 14 seconds left in the penalty. Emmett cross ice for June. June to Ben, scores. Ben with a tip in front. That's the Hattie for Ben, I think. To make it 7-4 with 2:37 left here in the second. Nice shot pass from June. Off the draw, West K controls. Puck played D to D. Puck off the wall. Kyler goes back off the wall. Held. That should be offside. Yeah. Emmett on the draw. Scramble draw controlled by West Kelowna. Cole on it. Still on it. Puck played far side. Ben on that. Knocks that down. Emmett had gone offside. Ben plays back to June, no reset. June around one man. Plays it Emmett in the middle. Emmett through the middle. Gets a shot off, but it's deflected on the way. Rockets get a change. 1:57 left in the second. Off the draw. Played down low. Walker on it. Finds Yannick over his stick. Blake holds the line. Blake shot from the point behind the net. Walker picks it up. Tries to play it back in front. Comes to Yannick. Yannick shot. High over the net. Puck played out by West Kelowna. Zane on the back track. Puck played over. West came down deep. Blake picks that up. Leaves for Zane. Zane into the West Kelowna zone. He's taken down. There's going to be no call there. Walker intercepts that pass. Plays it, tries to play it back in front. That's intercepted. Gets a stick on that. Knocks it loose. And puck played down. That should be an icing. And will be. I don't know how that's not a trip. It's the easiest trip in the book. Rockets with a 7-4 lead. Mason's line comes out. Off the draw. Hudson. Check from behind. Down low. Carter misses that. Puck comes out off of Parker's stick down the ice. No ice. Parker back for it. Eli. Carter gets it out of the zone but misses the tip to Mason. Puck back in. Off a skate. Eli, nice stick there. Puck comes out. West Kelowna plays it back. That's offside. Eli back for it. Eli plays it down the ice. Comes to Carter at the far line. And his shot up off the glove. Hudson with a sharp angle shot. 10 seconds to go in the period here. Comes to Hudson, far side. Puck knocked into the corner. Hudson can't find it. And West K will get it to the line. Rockets with a 7-4 lead here going into the third. Off the draw, West K controls. into the zone. Shot. T knocks that to the corner. Westgate down low. Emmett picks that up for Ben. Has Coley with him. Plays it for Cole. Down the wing. Cole cutting in the middle. Taking down. Ben in front. Oh, nice save by the goalie. Westgate breaks that in. Eli knocks that into the corner. Parker back for it. Parker checked. Emmett checked too, but comes up with the puck. Has Ben far side. Ben takes the puck. It's held up in the linesman's skates. Emmett bumps man off his man. Shot. T knocks that to the corner. Junesaw picks it up. Tries to hit Yannick far side, but that's intercepted. In Tanev blocker. Junesaw knocks that down. Plays it behind the net. Tyler back for June. June for Ben. And Ben gets it up. Puck knocked down. Tyler behind the net. Tries to leave it there. Checked. Junesaw picks it back up. Up for Zane. Zane for Yannick. That's intercepted. Played back. Tyler knocks that back up for Walker through his legs. Pike cross ice for Kelm. Cam down low. Played down low. Comes in front. Walker gets a stick on that. Yannick breaks it out 3-on-2. Puck played up. Walker. Oh, tries to hit Zane. Got to get that through. Nice play by Blake. Cam knocks that over to Zane. Zane plays it up for Yannick. Yannick into the zone, has Walker with him. Walker can't control the pass. Puts it back in front for Yannick. That's intercepted and poked off the stick by Zane. Off the draw. In front. Oh, Hudson. Robbed. Another backhand, another save. Through number 3, face-off play worked to perfection. In front. Kicked out. Blake plays that back down wide of the net. Play back up. Hudson. Cam. Down for Hudson. Shot. Over the net. Puck comes loose. Out of the zone. Blake pinches his man off. Mason back for it. Carter. Up for Hudson. Hudson's feet. Can't find it. Mason takes that away. Has Hudson with him. Hudson in. Leaves for Mason. Mason cuts the middle. Shot. .16:36 left in the third. 7-4 Rockets up. Off the draw, Westgate controls. Puck played around. Westgate into the zone. Shot from Charbonneau. Tanev picks it out. And Westgate buries the rebound. 16:22 left in the third. They get 7-5. Off the draw. Cole taken down. No call. Dan gets a stick on that. Plays it into the West K zone. Cole on the forecheck. Puck. Cole picks that up. Plays it in front. Comes across. Emmett. Back down low. Tries to play that for Cole. That's intercepted. Cole knocks that loose though. And then Emmett's checked. June saw a nice stick there. Ben. Can't quite find it. Emmett does get it up to Ben. Ben into the zone. Leaves it for Emmett. Emmett shot. Rebound. Off a player. Cole knocks that home. And they get it right back. As Cole buries the rebound in front. To make it 8-5. Off the draw. Yannick controls. Tries to play it up for Walker off of the skate. Puck played off the glass. Kyler just misses the glove. Kyler around the net. Reverses for June. June out to Walker, who leaves it for Yannick. Yannick into the zone, checked. Plays it down low for Zane. Zane knocks that down. Shot off the post. Yannick. Westgate plays that around through the middle, and that'll go for not quite an ice. Blake's back for it. Blake picks it up for Walker. Walker over for Zane, a little behind him. And Zane dumps it in and goes for a change. Callum down the side. Down low. Cam tries to take that away. In front. They scored. 8-5. Yeah, it doesn't cover the guy in front, and they bury it. Make it 8-6. It's back and forth game here. Mason on the drop. Carter kicks it up to himself. Through the legs. Comes in on net. Oh, check wide. Comes to Huddy. Parker. Parker spins. Shot blocked into the corner. Hudson down low. Gets it for Carter. Carter tries to go to Mason in front. Mason gloves that down. And does get a shot off. Looks like this time he's going to give a warning. .14-10 left, third period. Rockets up 8-6. Off the draw. West Kelowna controls behind the net. Comes to Carter. Carter plays it back to Eli. Eli puts it back down low for Mason. Mason behind the net for Carter. Let's split around him. And Westgate breaks it out. Westgate down the wing. Past Eli. Shot. T knocks that to the side. And they're going to say that went out of play. I don't think it did, but come on, girls. Nothing. Yeah. Off the draw, Westgate gets it back to point. Shot. Tipped. Just wide. Mason. Down the boards. Into the middle. Loose for Carter. Shot. Rebound. Mason can't get there. Mason's going to get a penalty. That's another garbage call. West K goes back to the power play. 13:26 left in the third. Emmett and Cole out to start. Emmett to the line. It's a pass for Cole. Emmett on the forecheck. Cole picks that up, and that'll be offside. Is that right? Off the draw. Emmett plays it far side for June. June dumps it into the West Kelowna zone. West K down low. Breaks it out. Over center. June knocks that loose. Leaves for Emmett. Up for Cole. Open wing. Cole's got some space. Leaves it for Emmett. Emmett puts him right in the blocker. Emmett battling down low. West K spins away. June knocks that down. Cole picks it up. West K breaks it in. June saw. Sit down the ice. And Rock's going to change. Then on the forecheck. West K breaks it out. And that'll go down for an icing. 40 seconds left in the penalty. 12:06 left in the third. 8-6. Rockets up. Off the draw. Ben does a good job holding the puck there for a minute. West K controls. Hudson on the forecheck. Hudson still on it. Takes his player down. Puck loose. Hudson held up. West K up to center. In over the line. Cam loses his stick. Tanev blockers that to the corner. Good recognition there. Oh, I go cross ice. Mason out of the box. Doesn't quite get that. And Tanev gets that, and they score. Makes it 8-7. With 11:14 left. Off the draw. Yannick pushes that ahead for Zane. West K breaks it into the zone. Parker can't get it by his man. Plays it around for Eli. Eli through the middle, Walker. Gets it into the zone. Walker takes it away for a minute. Yanni. West K into the zone. Zane back for it. Zane can't get it out. Comes over for Parker. Parker for Walker off of his skate. Parker, Eli, Zane, Yannick. And it breaks it into the zone. Can't go past his man. And Westgate turns it over. Tyler steps up. Tyler, shot, wide of the net. Yannick down low. Walker goes down. Carter can't find it. Mason. Nice job by Kyler to knock that free. Mason picks that up. Mason by himself. Shot just whistles over the net. Carter on the forecheck. In front. Mason can't find the back end. Goes behind the net. Hudson on the forecheck here. Knocks that loose. Comes to the line. Held in momentarily. Mason on the back track. Hudson picks that up. Hudson over the line. Pinched off there by Pike. Pushes his way through though. Hudson tries to play it down low. Comes to the far side. Hudson loses his stick. And Westgate gets it to center and shoots it in. Tanev lows that down for Mason. Mason for Junsa. Junsa with some room. In over the line. Cuts through. Shot off the mask. Carter down low. Knocks that down low. Emmett behind the net. Can't quite take it away. Puck played up. Kyler holds the line twice. Emmett Cole comes back. Emmett. Kyler. Rockets complete the change. Ben gets a stick on that, knocks that down. Has Cole and Emmett. Emmett check, can't get it through the net. And it's broken out the other way. Cam, nice stick there. Ben knocks that back into the West Kelowna zone. Puck played up. And back in. Blake on it. Around the net. Blake goes for a bit of a skate here. Gains the West Kelowna zone. Check there though. Cole takes that away. Cole down low. Pushed off the puck. And Westgate plays it up. Played out. Westgate breaks it in. Cam blocks that. Emmett. Gets it up out of the zone. Westgate in. Shot. Well wide. Been there. For Yannick. Yannick chips for Cole. Cole. Into the zone. Held. No call. Puck played up. Pass Zane to Eli. Eli cross ice for Parker. Parker gains the zone. And puck's played down deep. Zane on the forecheck. Puck comes out. Walker out of the corner. Backhand just wide. Gets it back off the side of the net. .6:31 left. 8-7. Off the draw. Westgate controls that. Around the net. Puck comes up through the middle. Zane on the back track. Eli there, or Yannick there too. That'll be offside. Off the draw. Puck's loose. Walker picks it up. Walker in on Kelm. Shot well wide. I don't know what that was. Comes to the point. Parker picks that up. Puts it down on net. And they'll cover that. Rockets get a change. 6:04 left in the period. Off the draw, right to Hudson. Kyler, shot blocked, and Westgate breaks it out 2-on-1. Puck played across Tana with a nice save. Good backtrack by Hudson there. Puck played to the line, not out. Knocked wide of the net by Hudson. Rockets running around here a little bit. Shot blocked. Tana finds it. .536 left in the third here. Off the draw. That gets to a point, not out. Tanev kicks that to Kyler. Kyler with it. Played up the middle. It's turned over. Mason picks that up. And into the zone. Leaves it for Carter. Carter shot just wide. Mason taken down. No call. Carter. And Westgate gets it to center and dumps it in. Down low. Mason. Leaves for June. June's got some room. June hits Mason. He's sitting right there. Into the zone. And then stripped. Mason looking retired. I'm looking for a change. Puck played up down the ice. And that'll be an icing with 4:39 left. 8-7 Rockets lead. Emmett with it down low. Plays it behind the net for Cole. That's intercepted. Ben keeps that puck in. Cole, check from behind. Sit down for Ben. Cam, not on the line, can't hold the line. Puck played over for Blake. Into the zone. Westgate controls Ben there. Comes to the line. Emmett holds. Blake there. Puck comes loose into the middle. Puck played around behind the net. And comes to the line. Blake holds momentarily. Emmett leaves for Ben. To Cole over the line. Leaves for, drops for Ben. That goes the other way. Westgate into the zone. Cam, nice stick there. Emmett there to help. Cam, up for Cole. Cole tries to play that for Ben. That's intercepted, but Ben picks it up. Rockets getting a change. Ben plays that deep. Puck down low, on the front. Puck played in the middle. And Westgate scores. Tied at 8 with 3 minutes left. Just terrible D-zone coverage. Again by the Rockets. Off the draw. Westgate brings it out. In the zone, past Eli. Tana with a nice save. Down low. Westgate, all the pressure now. Puck comes into the middle. the point. Knocked down by Mason. Eli pokes it to Carter. Carter hits Hudson. And Rockets get called for icing. 2:25 left. Emmett on the draw, wins that back for June. June around the net has Cole. Cole up for Emmett. Emmett goes wide. Leaves for Cole. Has Ben in front. Plays it back to Kyler. Kyler. Shot tipped wide. Cole with it. Leaves for Ben down low. Goes back to June. It was deflected. June down for Ben. Now to Emmett. For Ben. For Emmett. Back to Ben. Ben back to June. June has some room. Shot well wide. Cole taken down in front. Kyler pinches down. Doesn't get it deep. Puck played around. Westgate plays it around. Puck played past Cole and Ben. And Westgate out of the zone. They dump it in. Kyler back for it. In front, off of Ben's skate. Down low. Oh, he's running around again here. Tanev, and they score. Tipped in front. And Westgate takes a 9-8 lead with 1:03 left. $40 seconds left. Puck played out. Tyler back. Mason picks that up. 14 seconds left. For Emmett. Leaves for Ben. To June. June taken down, but there's no time left on the clock, and the Rockets are going to lose. See it 9-8.